Good day everyone and welcome back to Motor Town Behind the Wheel. So in the last video, I did some taxi driving and we also did our first kind of jobs there. Now we're actually going to be getting into a kind of mini bus here, if you will. And we're going to be actually doing a bus route. So yeah, let's get to that. I'm going to be honest, this is not my favorite task in the game by far. Because it's very repetitive in a way, and nerve-wracking at the same time, because am I too early, am I too late? But you'll understand what I mean by that in a moment. So there's different bus routes that are in the game here and stuff, connecting different cities and stuff. One of the kind of interesting ones is that there is indeed this high school bus route here, which always seems kind of strange because I guess those students live in anywhere else on the map just along here, and I guess they all go to one school. Well, to be fair, it says high school 1, so there's that. But yeah, for this, we're probably going to be focusing on a local bus route. One of the ones I like to do if I'm going to be down here is the downtown route, because that feels like a proper bus route. Also, there's yeah, so it's 13 stops, 26 pass. Actually, let's go with, let's mix it up here a bit. Yeah, let's go with, Town 1 instead of Downtown, because there's more passengers, to be picked up. Alright, so now that we're in our vehicle, this works just the same as, the other free rentals there. So we're gonna start, oop, alright. So we're gonna back it up here. We're going to hit the parking brake, and we're going to open our doors here so that we accept passengers. Okay, so we got one person here at the main bus terminal in the city who's getting on board here. Oh, I forgot to dismiss it. That's why. So, basically, if you look in the upper right there, there's a little blue thing with 110, and it says too early. When we leave this parking space here, we're going to have a minute 10 to get to our first stop. Well, actually, we have more than a minute 10, but if we arrive there before the minute and 10's up, we're too early. If we arrive later, we're on time, and so on and so forth. So let's get going here. So now that we're actually moving, you'll see that the timer is actually ticking down. And let's get out of that, because we really don't need that popping up here. And just like with the taxi, with a comfort ride, we have to be careful of our passengers' comfort levels. There is a bonus that can be had with that. So let's get going here. Oh, we're in sport. That explains it. I was wondering, there we go. That's better. I was wondering why is it not shifting up, and why is the RPM so high there? Yeah, we were in sport. There we go. Now we're in comfort, which is much more appropriate for a bus route. Alright, so we're just gonna come along here nice and lazy-like. Not showing my best driving moves, partly because I was driving like a maniac to get here. Okay. Speed limit's 70 here, right? Yeah, alright, we can go a little bit faster, but we're probably going to be still too early. Oh, well, no, we're not going to be too early, but we will be on time, and that's all that matters. We're 400 meters away. Ooh, dear, traffic jam up ahead. Not ideal. Oh shoot, we might actually be late because of traffic. And the worst part is I can't really pass because there's a police car right ahead of us here. So that's going to be making this a little bit more complicated. Okay, we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Alright, we're still on time. Oop. Alright, so now that we've arrived, we're going to put on our parking brake. We're going to open the door here. If there was any passengers at this bus stop, they've gotten on board now. So we're going to close the door, release the parking brake, and we're going to carry on to the next stop. And this is going to keep coming up until I bring it up. Okay, there we go. Please don't come up again. Okay, so, our one passenger has actually pushed kind of like the stop button, if you will. If you've ever ridden a bus that has one, you're familiar with what I'm talking about here. Really don't know how many people are actually familiar with that or not these days, but, yeah, so, the person has declared that, yeah, I want to stop at the next stop, which, to me, doesn't make a lot of sense since we're going to be having to stop there anyways, you know, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. But yeah, we're going to be stopping there to let someone off. Alrighty. Slow it down. Alright, open the door. And they get out. And we got paid some money because of doing that. Alright, so no one else is here. We're going to get going. And we're off to our next stop. And it's raining again, which is going to make it even more fun. The good news is there's no one on board, so we don't really have to worry about losing the comfort bonus so much. Oh, I take that back. There is actually someone else on board. It does show 2 out of 8 there. We're going to play this traffic sign here. Should probably turn on our headlights here. You know, I'm going to switch to first person, because I typically drive better in first person in this game when it comes to comfort. Maybe it's the more immersive quality. Maybe I'm less inclined to do stupid stuff if I feel like I might actually end up hurting myself. Okay, we actually have a... Oh, wow. We're pretty much full. Okay, we got a lot of people aboard right now. On to the next stop. Okay, hopefully someone gets off here, because there's, I think, more people trying to get on than off. And we actually arrived too early. Yeah, we're full, and we have, like, I think 2 people still left at the bus stop there. I almost called it a station. Alright, so we're going to do that. I don't know why the message keeps popping up. It wasn't doing that for me earlier. I think did some people get off and on? I don't think so. It's hard to say. Alright, well, on to the next stop. As you can see, it's pretty straightforward. You know, you're stopping at all the bus stops that you are assigned to your route. You're letting people on and off. As you can see, the minivan is not necessarily the best mode of transportation, because we're quite full. I mean, we've basically been unable to pick people up because we got so many people already in the vehicle, you know. So the bigger buses are definitely the way to go for some routes, but other routes do benefit from having like the minibus. So you got to figure out what route goes best with what bus and stuff. Officer, you go. Have a good day, sir. Protect and serve, and don't give me a ticket. Okay, so, yeah, we just get to go through here. We're 300 meters from our destination, apparently. Just gonna ignore that stop sign, because the roads are never busy up here, it seems. Oh, shoot, we are actually going to be behind schedule here. Yeah, we are going to be behind schedule. Yeah, we are now late. It's because we stopped to let that police officer go. This is the first time I've actually been late. Did anyone actually get off or on? No. Okay. Again, I don't know why I don't know why the messages keep coming up there for it. Alright, someone's getting off at the next stop. But yeah, that was the first time I've ever actually been late to anything in this game. Ooh. Forgot passengers and comfort. Passengers and comfort. Do not jeopardize the passengers' comfort. Oh, we're actually returning to the station. Was this our final stop? I don't think this was our final stop. I don't think this was, because there's like 12 stops on this run, and I think we've only done like 6. So we're halfway there. which is kind of common for these routes. A lot of them do that. Okay, we gotta turn in here. Truth be told, we don't actually have to go to this exact one. Alright, we're gonna open the door.
Thank you.
Alright.
Very much.
So, wow. Alright, everyone got off. And just like that, yeah. We've pretty much completed a bus route. You get the idea. Okay, so the next thing that we are to do is we are to get our driving level up a bit. So we're currently on driving level probably 4, right? Yeah, driving level 4. They want us to get up to level 5. So you can do that just by driving around, but we might as well make some money doing it. So I got here into the got into a little K truck here, and I'm going to take a job here. Let's take this one. So we're going to take these glass bottles to the fishing village there. Is there anything else going out that way? Okay, this is going out on the way. Yeah, we can fit that in as well. Perfect. Alright, so we've got a couple jobs here that we're doing, and they're all on the way. So, yeah, that works out quite nicely. Let's, I do have it in park, right? Yeah, I got it in park. Let's get out here, and let's actually strap down our load. So, yeah, there we go. And strap the cargo down here. We don't want this shifting around and possibly falling out. There we go. Cargo strapped down. And now we're going to get back in the driver's seat here. Get in our little K truck. And now let's go ahead and head off on our little adventure here. Remember, the main goal is to get our driving level up here. Yeah, this is in sport as well. I could tell just from hearing the engine. There we go. Alright, check. We're clear to enter the highway here. I'm not used to driving the little K truck. I'm used to driving, like, big rigs now, so this just feels weird. So I have to admit, I do like driving the little K trucks here, just because they are so nippy, very easy to handle and stuff, you know. They really are nice little trucks here in this game. Much easier to control than, you know, a semi-truck can be at times, especially when it comes to certain things with that. Still, I think I do prefer, you know, driving a big rig. Oh, this is actually... Yeah, we actually need to stop here. This is our first delivery here. I think it's like... Is it the apples we're delivering here? Are we delivering apples or something? Don't rightly know, to be honest with you. I don't rightly know. We got a little delivery right here. Alrighty. Here we go. So yeah, we'll just drive to the delivery point here. Oh, that was box pallets. Okay. So yeah, we got ourselves actually some decent money there, really. 1,102 for that, you know, for just dropping off some, you know, one thing there. That's pretty good. I mean, obviously there's bigger money to be made later on in the game, alright? Right now, that's actually... But that's still a pretty good deal. And one of the things we'll talk about later on is basically vehicle sizes and how they can help and hurt you in some cases. And we're not just talking about how they drive here. We'll be talking about that as well later on. But right now, I'm just kind of going through the tutorial here. Not envying that guy making the turn there. Ridiculously slowly, may I add, considering his truck is empty. There's nothing in that. But yeah, it's actually kind of funny, because here I am driving this little K truck here. It's raining again, joy. But I actually did some multiplayer with two of my friends. Those videos will either... We did actually record. Those videos will either go out on my channel or on the main Adventorizon channel. If you're not already a subscriber of either my channel or the Adventorizon channel, please consider subscribing. You know, it would mean a lot to me and stuff. But yeah, those videos will either go out onto the main Adventorizon channel or onto my channel and stuff. And it was absolutely funny just how much trouble, you know, in particular, one person had with these nice... Ooh, that was actually our turn. You know, how much trouble they had with the nice, easy-to-drive little K-truck here and stuff. Later on, you know, so, you know, I'm just looking back on this saying, boy, I have no idea what they're going to do when they get to, like, driving the semis and stuff. It's going to be a whole new world. I'm not even certain if, how much they know about, trucks and stuff and trucking and, you know, do they know... How the heck do we get up there? Did I miss my turn, or... What the heck? But yeah, I'm wondering, do they know, like, what a Jake brake is, and when and how you use it effectively? Oh, no, not turn there. Good grief. This little fishing village, you know, they don't have all of their roads marked exactly here, so okay, here we go. There we go. Alright. We're trucking level 5, but we need to be driving level 5. How are we not driving level 5 yet? That's strange. Looks like we're gonna have to find another job to do here. But yeah, I'm not sure how much they know about, you know, how to, you know, about that stuff, and just vehicles in general, for that matter. But, yeah. Needless to say, it was very interesting, and it got pretty funny. I highly recommend you check that out when it comes out and stuff. As I said, I'm not sure which channel it will be on. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at the map here really quickly. Where can we go? Where can we go? Is there anything nearby worth... yeah, there's the supermarket, over there, but that's not gonna have anything. There's the where... Oh, wait, no, that explains it. We're not even in the right area. We're not even in the right area. Okay. Yeah, there's the convenience store over there. There's a taxi over there. There's a record job over there. Let's go to the farm. Yeah, let's go to the farm, because I'm sure the farm has something for us to do. Okay, so, bit of advice. If you decide to go this way and drive this and stuff, do not do it in a little K-truck in first person, because, oh, wowzers, that was rough. I mean, it's just bouncing all over the place. I won't even include the video of that. It was, you don't want to see it. If you get motion sick, oh, you'll get motion sick. So yeah, here you at the farm, they have a lot of jobs going to a lot of places. This is specifically an orange grove, I guess. In particular, this one here is actually kind of important because this vehicle right here, you can buy it for 30,000. And if you want to get into like taxi service, this is a good vehicle to get for taxi service here. You know, this actually has a very nice comfort rating. So this is a very good vehicle for taxi driving, and it's, you know, it's pretty cheap at 30,000. So if you like doing taxi driving in the game, that's a good vehicle to get. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it. Well, not the vehicle, but the taxi driving, so yeah. Let's see here. What do we have anything going back towards Gangzhou? Do we have anything going back towards Gangzhou? Alright, here's something. Free pallets of oranges. And it's paying at 150, so we can load 2 of those. We can't fit a third, but that's alright. So yeah, let's go ahead and strap this down. Again, we don't want to lose it here. Okay. Drive. Back her up, back her up, back her up. Alright. And, yeah, I'm gonna skip the bouncing of the vehicle going 50 kilometers per hour down a dirt path. If you think this is bad, trust me, it gets worse. We'll skip over that. So this is a good time to explain, what happens if you get caught speeding. Apparently I was going just a tiny bit too fast down that dirt road, and a police officer saw me. So currently, if you look in the top left there, kinda, you'll see a giant police badge with a little bar ticking down there. Basically, the police are currently searching for me. I've lost them. Oh, they've seen me again somehow. And so it filled right back up. So, yeah, the police are currently looking for me. It's starting to tick down again because they've lost sight of me. Basically, you want to avoid police during this time, and you won't have to worry about paying basically a speeding ticket. What's nice is that the map actually will show you if there's police kind of in the area and stuff. You'll see like a little siren icon on the map. So yeah, hopefully we'll get this ticked down by the time we get to town there and stuff, because I'd rather not do a hot drop-off here of some oranges. I never knew it was so illegal to transport oranges. I mean, wow, they're really after us here. Okay, so I've managed to evade the cops there and stuff, and let me tell you, peeling out of there with these oranges was certainly an experience. I'm looking forward to the juicy rewards of delivering my oranges, and yep. Those were bad puns, I fully acknowledge it. But I couldn't help it. So yeah. I wish it was bananas. I could have come up with so many more jokes for bananas there. But no, I'm transporting oranges. Nothing rhymes with it. That's the irritating thing. Alright, so we're 800 meters away from our destination. Well, really 900, according to GPS there and stuff. But yeah, we're not going to have to worry here. Just go by the police station. Not a problem. We've been driving legal this entire time. But yeah, looks like this mission is going to bear fruit. I know, my puns are so bad it caused the sky to start crying. Okay. Wow. It's... oh, okay, I see where it's taking us. I was thinking it... I thought it was taking us to J&J Warehouse Company, but no, it's not. It's taking us up, all the way over there, and I think I know where now. So, yeah. Fortunately, you know, there's no timeline on this. You know, we're doing these missions until we hit, you know, driving level 5 here and stuff. So there's really no, ooh, I missed my, yeah, I gotta make a U-turn here, hang on. Yeah, I messed that up, everyone. Yeah, this is the turn. But yeah, there's no time squeeze on delivering these oranges. That's the good news. Yes, the jokes, they keep getting worse. All right, let's deliver these before I get any fruitier. All right, there we go. That's 4,000, not bad. Unfortunately, I still haven't hit driving level 5. That's kind of the annoying thing here. I've been being too efficient in my driving, I guess, or something.